It's coffee, and it's pussy. Together doesn't get much better.
All right, so the Gourmet Redneck is coming out now.
Woohoo! Come on, baby.
Yes, come on, baby. So I'm here. This is Aunt Boat, y'all, and welcome to the Coffee and Pussy Podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Having coffee right now, and I'm here with Mrs. actually, Bernadette Frerker Larimer.
Yep.
I feel like I just killed that name.
No,
Frerker.
it is death.
It's death. It's death. And Mrs. Bernadette here is a ceramic artist, a therapist, and she was the best boss in the world in another life. Out of New Mexico. She's technically in D.C. right now, but she lives in New Mexico. But yeah, so welcome. Welcome, Bernadette.
Thank you.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No, I have
I've never really done a podcast before, so we're all learning here together.
Okay, I'm kind of hoping I get famous after this.
I hope so. Yeah, I absolutely hope so. We can both be famous together.
Okay.
That would be so much fun. Yeah, no, exactly. So, Bernadette, tell me about yourself. What are you doing in D.C., girl?
So actually, I live in Baltimore, Maryland now.
What? You're not in New Mexico?
I know. We moved.
Oh, gosh, my stalker. I did not stalk you well enough.
No, you did not. And I'm a hard one to stalk because I'm very stealthy. And
you are.
I know. We moved to Virginia for a little bit, and then we moved to Baltimore. And I'm actually in DC just running around. I'm looking at some museums. I'm getting inspired because I'm kind of in a little creative funk right now.
No.
I know. It's kind of like being in a little hole, but my head's sticking up and that's it. So I can breathe.
Well, that's all you can really do, honestly, is breathe. You know, that's the best thing you can do. Well, girl, but yeah, you got to get those creative juices flowing again. I was curious, how you get your creative juices flowing, because some of the stuff that I've seen of you, this is what I took a note because I can't remember these things off the top of my head. This is what I noted. So I'm going to read it over here. I said, Bernadette's pieces are described as, I asked ChatGPT. So this is what I did is I took your website, I took it and I asked ChatGPT, describe her pieces. So here's what it said.
Okay.
It said, Bernadette's pieces could be described as earthy, sculptural, and contemplative. Ceramics that bridge fine art and functional craft with a strong dialogue between natural inspiration and human expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natural.
Would you agree with that?
Well, I would say because I feel like there is a bit of spiritualness, is that a word, in my work?
I'm going to call it a word.
Okay. Yeah. So I think if I were to describe my work, I would say, and I think, it's probably in my website too, I talk about the intersection of mythology, folklore, archaeology, but I'm also really interested in mysticism and the kind of mysticism in place, the magic of our being, of where we are at. And I'm thinking about that a lot right now, even though I'm in a little bit of a rut. But ruts happen. That's okay, because sometimes I feel like those ruts are where we kind of grow and mature and then move on and express, kind of just like a little plant. You got to water them and stuff. And that rut is where we kind of water and nurture, right?
Yeah, it's like you've been deadheaded a little bit.
Exactly. I've been deadheaded.
You've been deadheaded,
but in the most positive sense of the word.
But the gardener though has kept your little head and is sprinkling your seeds around.
Yes.
Yeah. For you to flourish and grow.
Yep.
Even bigger.
Yes. Yes.
That's exciting. I can't wait to see what you end up actually doing out of this.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I move
So,
back and forth between more abstracted work
uh
that's connected to the feminine form and sort of that divine feminine mystique, or I don't know how you'd say it. I move from that to somewhat realistic work,
hmm
but even it's usually connected to a commentary of like the realistic work. Like I think a lot, and some of the more recent pieces, I have a lot of like large women that are, you know, floating in clouds or riding big bicycles or balanced on balls.
riding a bicycle in a cloud? A big lady.
Well, you could be a big lady, because why
Okay.
not? The big lady's more or less riding the bicycle. It's kind of like a
Okay.
19th century bicycle, the ones with the big giant wheel on
Okay.
top. So, but
Okay.
the one is like a circus looking lady. She's head
Uh-huh.
side, and she's on kind of balancing on a ball. But I'm really thinking a lot about women's bodies and loving our bodies where we're at, and, you know, just
I do too.
embracing the bigness, right? Or the littleness or whateverness we have, and loving
Whatever your
that.
body is.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Whatever it is.
it is.
Bernadette, I wanted to show you what I made and I was hoping to get a critique on
A
it.
critique. Ooh,
All
okay.
right. You
I
ready
still
for it?
have that painting you made, by the way.
And actually, Bernadette is the first painter that ever painted me a commissioned work, too. Remember the dancing lady?
I forgot about that. And
Yes,
mine is
ma'am.
mine is from Rio, right?
Yep,
Yep, I still have that.
yep, yep. It's a Vidigal. Vidigal. It's on the side of the mountain there.
Yep, yes.
Yep. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, be honest with this one. Here's a woman form that I made the other day. Now, can
What'd
you
you
see
make that
this?
in? It's a little blurry.
No.
No, I think pull it back a little bit.
All right.
There you go.
Pull her back. Can you see it? So her titty, I wanted it to look realistic because her titties are kind of
It looks
sagging
realistic to me.
and they're a little asymmetrical, you know?
Aren't we?
And then
Look
there's
at
the
that
butt right
though. That's
there.
one luscious booty right there.
Right, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, there's more. And then I
Okay.
made some paperweights.
What is that
I
made
made
of? Is
this
that
with
clay?
Mama Bolt, by the way.
Huh?
What's that?
What is that made of?
Clay.
Clay. Okay.
Yeah. Look, these are some paperweights I made with Mama Bolt.
My goodness. I love the
You know, I'll send you one if you want one.
I
I'll send you
do.
one.
I
Yeah,
absolutely
you can
want
have
one.
it. Yeah, I have one more to show you.
Let me see.
Fudge. You know what I just
Uh,
did? Okay, I'm gonna
You
show
said
you what this was.
fluff.
I might have to put a okay. Now, I just knocked this off. But check this out. It
You
had a
didn't break
nipple
it.
ring. I did. I broke the nipple off.
Was that a
There was a nipple.
planter?
It's a planner. Look.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's got rolls. Look at these. You talking about the female
That's
form?
what I'm talking about. God bless
It's
roll.
got rolls. Look at the booty in the back there.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
What?
I knocked off the nipple. Look, it had a nipple
Just
ring
now
on
did
it.
you do that?
Yeah. I'll fix her up. It's fine. It's okay.
Did you knock the nipple off or the nipple ring?
The nipple and the ring.
Shoot.
Here we go. I'll put her on there. Shoot. You
Just
know what? I just dropped
get
it. It's
that
okay.
E6000 glue. You can just glue that little nippy right back on.
I'm gonna glue it back on. I'm gonna do a little slip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little slip, put her on. Yeah. I dropped the nipple, but I also dropped the nipple ring just
You'll
now.
find.
But it's okay. I'll make another one. I made it out of a paper clip. All right. So I need to know,
Okay.
should I drop everything and become
Yeah,
a ceramic artist?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell Sheila.
just say, look, Sheila, it's time for me to
Mm-hmm.
move forward with my life. And
Yeah.
I feel like nipply paperworks is the direction that I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you got to come up with like a good Nipparatus. I don't know. Let me think about that.
A nipparatus, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nipperotomy,
Yeah, nipparatus.
nippology.
It just turned into a whole thing. Well,
Okay.
I have this podcast that's coffee and pussy, the two favorite things in my life. So my question is,
Okay.
have you
Which do
ever
I
made
prefer?
a yeah, that's a good question. I wasn't gonna ask that, but I
Oh,
will.
okay.
You know what though? Which do you prefer of the two? Yeah, that's a good
Coffee
question.
and pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard that's a hard choice to make.
Two great things.
Yeah, that's just it. There's two really great things. I think in my life right now, I would say coffee
It depends the time of day, right?
because I kind of need a cup of coffee, but because I did not come prepared. Can I come back and do another podcast, please?
Yes. Oh
Okay,
my
cool.
gosh, let's do
Because
like 50 of these.
I feel like
Yeah, you
I'm
can just
still
be a
prepared.
co-host. You'll be on here
Okay, cool. Like, can
moving
I be a
forward.
regular?
Yeah, and then we're just gonna have the next set, or we'll call it. Let's see here, what we want to call it, Minute with Bernie. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I can't think on my feet like that.
That's
But yeah,
okay.
I want you to come back, always and
I'm
forever.
Shanti
You come
Bolt.
on back. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
you
could
can
do
come
some
back as
tarot.
yourself.
I could do like tarot too or something.
What? Oh my gosh, it could be like Tarot Tuesday.
That's a thing. That's better than tacos and tarot.
Yeah, tacos and tarot, titties and tarot.
Titties, tacos, and tarots.
Yeah, exactly. It's a spinoff.
It could be something to think about.
You can think about
Okay,
it.
I
You
feel
can
like
make
we're
your own
digressing now.
podcast, or
You're
you
gonna
come on
ask me
ours.
something really, really important.
I'm gonna ask you something real important. Okay. So this is really important. I
Okay.
want to know, have you ever? So you said you do the female. Oh my goodness, it's Sheila.
Hi,
Sheila
Sheila.
wanted to show you. She wanted to show you what she made. So Sheila's really talkative. She's saying that she made this. Can you see it? It's
Okay.
got flowers coming out the top of it.
Let me see.
They're titties. Look, it's a female form, but it's a little bit more. What do you call it? Do you like that? Yeah.
A little more.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful.
I just can't think of the word for it right now. It's been a long day. It's been a real long
Refined.
day.
A little more refined.
Yeah, it's real refined. It's a little more refined than the one that I made. Yeah.
I mean, it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
It's very, art is, it's just, yeah.
She loves it. She loves it,
I
baby.
love it,
Just-
Sheila. I love
Bye,
it.
Sheila. Bye, baby. All
Uh-huh.
right, bye. All right. Oh, take him too. Take Celito. Bye. Okay. All right. That's Sheila. That's my wife, Sheila, right there. She wanted to come in and show you what she had made.
I felt like that was beautiful. And I love,
I know she talks so much. She's just a big talker. I'm sorry. She'll steal the show.
I felt like I couldn't get a word in edgewise, but I'm okay.
Right? I
Yeah.
know. She's a big talker, but you know what? That's why I love her. Just like never a dull moment with Sheila.
No,
Mm-mm. There
no.
isn't. All right. What I want to know is, in your feminine exploration of
Yeah.
art, have you ever made a ceramic pussy? And if you have not, let's make one together because I have some extra clay on the
Like a
next episode.
legit, like I haven't done just like a pussy,
Yeah.
although there's plenty of pussies in my work, more of like,
You always put that little slit in there.
well, I usually do like kind of because again, going back to the more spiritual side, I'm thinking about the triangle and, and so when I think about that from a spiritual perspective, and you'll see a lot of like those triangle type shapes in like really ancient, like archaeological pieces, which actually represent the pussy, but it's not like really well formed, luscious, pussiness, right? It's more of implied pussy.
Angular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do
Okay.
more like I guess so. The answer to your question is I do more implied pussy.
Well, that's creative right there, girl.
I'm an
Like
artist.
you have to use your brain a little bit. Like I'm not as smart as that. I just need it in your face. So what you're doing there, that's art.
Yeah.
That's the sophistication that you got right there that you bring to this
Yeah.
world.
I like to bring that to the table.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so what I wanted to know is, I'm jumping around. I have a bunch of questions over here that I'm kind of looking to the side to look at. And
Okay.
I'm like, now
Oh, see, I
you
thought you
keep
were being
like,
like really thoughtful, like,
well, I am also thinking about it. I'm also
okay.
thinking about it. But like, you're giving me so much to work with that I'm like, sometimes I put some questions just because I don't know if someone's going to be quiet or not. But, you're giving me a lot to work with. So now I'm just like, oh man, I don't have to pull teeth, not at all.
Auntie Bold, I'm a talker. I'm
Oh
like
man, that's one of the
Sheila.
things I love about you.
You can't stop me.
I love that about you. Yeah. Oh, so Bernadette and I know each other because I used to clean her house back in a long time ago.
Remember those
When I say
bags and bags of paperwork?
Bernadette would go out on jobs. She would do important things. I would go there and I would clean her bags and I would shred all of her
All those letters.
back notice this like needs to be paid, and I would just
I
shred
would
it.
have like a big giant bag of mail. And I'd be like, anything that looks important, pull out.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember
Yeah, well,
that?
even sometimes that you'd be like, just shred it, and I was
Just
like, "Okay,
shred it.
I'll just shred
Just
it all."
get it
And
out.
then I would clean your house. You had cats, and so I would go up and I clean. And then
Yeah.
Bernadette had a whole room
Yeah.
of like a changing room, like
Yes.
diva.
A dressing room.
Listen, you were my mentor, and I knew that this is
Aw.
what I needed in my life. Uh-huh. A bag of trash and a changing room.
You needed someone's bag of mail to go through.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to be the one that collected the mail and had someone go through my shit.
That is hilarious. Just
And
someone.
then you just did all the painting, so I got into some painting. So you influenced me, girl. You gave me,
Thank
you gave me some
you.
pointers. Yeah. And I think as a boss, because I'm a boss lady sometimes,
You
I
think
think I
what?
took a few notes from you.
What did you say?
I'm sometimes a boss lady.
The boss lady? I love
Yeah, I
that.
can be. There are times when I'm a boss lady, when I'm not laid off for stupid reasons. I'm not going to get into that on this podcast because it's a family show, okay?
Okay,
It's a
okay.
family show,
A
but
family we were just talking about
it's a
Brady.
family show,
Okay, okay. I'm not
you
gonna
know?
argue.
I'm not going to speak ill of anyone on this because it's a family show.
No,
But
I hear
anyway, you
you.
gave me pointers, and yeah, very grateful for it. Yeah. So is this the first podcast you've ever been on? I think you said that earlier.
Yeah, it is. It really, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
I got
Well, I kind
interviewed
of feel.
one time, when I was in AmeriCorps. I
Oh
was getting
yeah.
things done for America,
Yeah, you
and
were.
and we were part of a group, an emergency response team. And that's actually
Huh?
how I got connected with FEMA and all that stuff. But anyhow, um, I got this kind of cool award and blah, blah, blah. And so I got interviewed
Yeah.
and I made a mistake. I got
No, you
liquored up
didn't.
before my
You
interview.
got liquored up. Were you nervous?
I was, and I was like, well, I'm just going to have one more glass of wine.
Mhm.
Because it was
Mhm.
evening. It was evening. They were doing it by phone, but then one glass of
Yeah.
wine, and then I was turned into another glass of wine.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah. So I kind of,
That happens.
and I kind of thought to myself, I probably shouldn't do that again, get liquored up before an interview. So
Well, next time you can get liquored up if you want
I was
to.
like,
You come
I
on in
kind of wish I
here.
was getting liquored up during the.
Well, you know what? Next time you come on with your drink, we'll drink
Okay.
together
I like
and we'll both
that.
get liquored up. Yeah. I like that for us.
Me too.
This is
I'm hunt.
fun. You're gonna be a regular on the Coffee and Pussy
All
show.
right,
I'm real
cool.
excited about this. Yeah. We'll just you just stop on by whenever you want to. You got the guest link now. Just come on in. We'll be mid interview with somebody and there's Bernadette.
We'll be like,
Hey
hey,
y'all. I'll liquor it up.
the Bernadette all liquored up. Hey, Auntie B.
I'll be like, what's up, girl? You're just stopping on by. All right. So I want to know a couple other things about you.
Okay, okay.
So you're also I took the liberty of going through your CV today off of your
My
website.
what?
Your CV, your curriculum,
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, uh-huh, alright. And, girl, you're pretty impressive. You got a lot of training on there.
Aw,
You're a
thanks.
therapist as well.
And I'm not doing that anymore, but
Okay,
I got my
okay.
master's in social welfare and on the clinical side from KU. And then,
Mhm.
I worked in a psych
Go Jayhawks.
hospital. So my partner at the time was military. Well, he's still my partner, but at the time he was military. And so
And you wouldn't shave your legs.
I still don't.
Well, okay. Alright.
I'll shave my legs when they shave their legs. That's the way I look at it.
Girl, I like that. Okay, alright.
So, anywho,
It's good ethos.
so I got my master's, we moved to New Mexico, and where we lived, there there's a lot of dual languages, and I do not speak
Okay.
Spanish. I have tried so hard. I've probably taken 15 years worth of Spanish just so I can ask for a bathroom or a beer. And
Cerveza,
yeah, I can say that. And I can say no thank you.
no
No.
gracias.
Yep. But the problem is that I'm really bad at languages. And in fact, my one professor she said, Bernadette, you're not a natural. And we know what that means.
We know what that means.
We know what
Well,
that
you
means.
know what? Let's just switch over right now. Do you wanna just speak in the Espanol? Está bien, vámonos.
No, gracias.
Okay, está bien. Okay.
So my bottom line is it was hard for me to find like a job in private practice and stuff because so I ended up working at a psychiatric hospital in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I didn't love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not my favorite thing to do. And
Well, 'cause you're creative, though. You
I
have,
am
like, this
creative and
creative spirit.
I did there were aspects of the job I really loved, but it was just hard to like, walk into a hospital where you have to like lock the doors behind you and I don't
Yeah,
know, I didn't like that. And you just like on a sad note, you hear a lot of like really sad things that people do and
yeah.
stuff, and sometimes it would just kind of feel really heavy and that's actually how I ended up going to art school. It's because I was talking with Larry and we were planning on leaving, but then he ended up staying. It's a long story, but he ended up staying on and I was kind of like looking forward to leaving and getting back to St. Louis where I was from. And he's like, well,
Yeah.
how can we make it better? And I said, well, I've always dreamed of
Send me to
going to
art
art
school.
school. And he's like, well,
Yeah.
now's the time to do it. So that's what I did. So I went
That's
to New
amazing.
Mexico State University and got my bachelor's of fine arts and we made it work for both of us. So
That's
so
amazing.
but I feel like I'm still like it's made me a better friend, I think, having that background in clinical social work. So
Yeah.
I'm a better
And
listener than I
listening.
used to be for sure.
You're most likely a better listener and more empathetic, at
I
least.
think so. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, man. Now that's an interesting story. So you got your degree, and what got you into ceramics, though?
You know, I've there's something so magical to me about creating something creating something out of basically mud. And I
Yeah.
remember when I was a little girl, I used to play with like acorns and sticks and you know those things that fall from the trees that kind of flip around. We used to call them helicopters. I don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know
Is
what
that what
I'm
they're
talking
called?
about?
The I know what you're talking about.
They go like, "La." So I would have all these things all lined up and I remember, and then I would have mud, and then I'd like squish it, and make stuff. And
Yeah.
there's just something to me like so amazing about just creating something from the earth. And
Oh, yes.
so the first ceramics class I took, I was just sold. I loved it, and I've loved it ever since. Like I love it
Yes, going
so
back.
much. Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's like it's something so primitive, right?
I
About
think so.
ceramics. Putting
I
your
think
hands
so.
in it like the mud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wanna come visit you, and we're gonna make something together one day.
Seriously. Yep.
I'm about it. I'm
Yeah.
about it. That is so so then So you're kind of saying like so, but like the nature and the mythology, those are the main things that are kind of like inspiring
I'm
your
inspired.
spirituality.
Yeah, I'm inspired by, and I like the idea of like making a new mythology, like really feminist,
Interesting.
strong, um,
Breaking down barriers with your
breaking
art,
down barriers or
liberating.
recreate like a lot of,
Yes.
like there's so much of the patriarchic lens that has what's the word I'm looking for? It's taken a story that was really beautiful and like changed it to the patriarchal view. And so I like to kind of take that and put it back to that powerful female vision and that,
Hmm.
I think that's a lot of that's part of what my work is about. Yeah.
I love that. No, and it's so important, especially in this day and age what we're kind of going through. It
Yeah,
feels
kind of, yeah.
somewhat like we're backsliding a little bit,
Little backslide, little
little tiny
backslide.
backslide. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this podcast is, well, this is where I'll tell you a little bit about my mama. So I wanted my mama to come on the cast, and she said, Amble, I'm not going on that. That's such a degrading, vulgar word. That's what Trump uses to disparage women. And I was like, so we're gonna give him the power over this word?
Yeah.
I want to reclaim it. I'm going to
Reclaim
reclaim
it,
this word
sister.
because, instead of it being weak or vulgar, I want it to be like a very deeply human or like a powerful, life giving kind of word,
Yeah.
where it's resilient, it's intuition, it's pleasure, it's creativity, right? And just being unapologetic about it because it's ours. It's our word. I don't need a man to tell me it's a bad word. No,
Right.
come on. So she was like, "Why don't you call your podcast Hey Gal?"
Hey,
I
gal.
said, "Mama Bo, Hey Gal." She's like,
No,
"Yeah,
gal.
Hey Gal."
No, gal.
And I said, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "Well, Aunt Jody will come on the podcast if it's called Hey Gal." I said, "Well, I guess she's not coming on the podcast."
No. No. Hey, gal.
It was so fun. So I was like, "Hey, gal." I feel like I need to have a segment broken down now in the podcast called Hey, Gal. Hey, gal, for my mama. Dedicated to my mama.
Dedicate. Get dedicated. I mean,
So this is my segment, Bernadette.
yes.
Hey, gal.
Hey,
How do
gal.
you feel about the word pussy?
Like,
That's the
bring
segment
it.
right there.
Be power, man.
Yeah,
I hate it when people are like, "Oh man, don't be such a pussy." I'm like, "Pussy? Let me tell you
that is a
something. That
strong
pussy
thing.
births a baby. That pussy can push out
Mm-hmm.
life and creative forces.
Yep.
Balls don't do
Mm-hmm.
that. It takes balls, please. I
Mm-hmm.
can cut your balls off with a scissor. I mean,
With a
no.
scissor.
Pussy
Mm-hmm.
power, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Creates life. It is. It's an empowering word. And also,
Um,
I think what's interesting because you're kind of talking about this a little bit, where it's kind of like with language and art.
yeah,
Um,
it's language
it
and
can
art
take
are
something that's yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I rep people all the time, so keep doing it. It's
Sorry,
okay.
not
It's
well,
my
I
yeah.
just feel like it's powerful, and it's in that
It is
power, we can use that to empower. And that to me is
exactly.
like really important part of what I do. And people might not always know or understand that when they're looking at my work because it's left to interpretation as well. But
Mhm.
I I'm a this is and not just women, like I'm interested in human rights in general, but for me as a woman,
Absolutely.
it's where it's most powerful in my mind, right? But there's so many like blah blah blah, blah things everywhere to think about. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you couldn't have put out any better.
I know. That's my sophisticated language right there.
It's the language, language is fluid. It's fluid. It's fluid, baby. Yep. Yep. I mean, that's what it is. People always are complaining. Well, so and so speaks I don't know, bad English, something. I'm just like, you know what? Did they get their point across? Well, that's what language is. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting your point across.
Get the point
Yeah,
across.
man. So I'm really excited about some of the art you're going to be making. I'm wondering, so you're a DC, so where are you going? Have you seen anything that has inspired you there?
Well, actually, so I took the train from Baltimore and then I hopped on the metro and I got off and I went to the what is it? National Women's Museum of Art or the Women's what the hell is it called? Women's Museum, National Art. Well, I don't know, but it's all women artwork and it was like just I mean, I made a rule when I got on the train. I was like, okay, you're gonna put your phone down and just like really observe your surroundings.
Yeah.
And because this whole trip, it's like part of it is about just being inspired by my world. So the idea was I would put the phone down and just
Yeah.
look out the
Be
window and
present.
look at people and
Mhm.
be present.
Mhm.
I wasn't
Take it all in.
100%. I was 83% successful.
That's pretty high though.
I actually
That's a pretty
did.
high percentage.
That's pretty good. I did look at the phone a few times. And then I went to the National Museum of Women in the Arts. I think that might be what it's called. But anyhow, that was my goal for today. And
Okay.
it was great. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I was really interested in just kind of enjoying not just the work of the artists, but really like kind of just enjoying the colors and enjoying like the architecture here in DC, these beautiful buildings,
Gorgeous.
the
The
public
tree.
transportation, the tree, I mean, just all of it. And so that was fun. I had fun at the museum shop,
Did
walked
you buy
around.
anything?
Did I bought a card for my niece because it's her
Okay.
birthday was July 17th, and I'm still catching up on that.
All right.
I'm a,
Okay.
I'm a
That's
little,
okay.
I'm a
Better
little
late than
behind.
never.
That's what they say. I can't find where the card is, but I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, it says you're a goddess,
You're a goddess. I love that.
right? And she's wearing this.
That is fantastic.
No, and it's blank on the inside, and then look at the outside. It's pretty.
Oh, that is so pretty. I love the peacocks.
I
That
do
card is peacocking. Hey.
peacock and I like that. What else do I have? This is called Stories We Tell. And I was kind of
Okay.
interested in this because it's all these like questions and it's supposed to be about kind of working on your personal story, like your life story. But I thought it would be fun. I've been married, me and my husband have been married like 850,000 years. So I
Yeah.
thought it would be kind of fun. Like, I'm just going to pull up a random question. Here you
Okay.
go. Ready?
Yeah.
What makes you feel connected to yourself?
What do
You
I
see
feel?
what I'm saying?
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer your
Yeah, I'm
question.
just gonna be quiet.
All right. No, let me think about it. You tell me first while I'm thinking about mine.
Oh, what makes me feel connected to myself?
I'll tell you mine.
Okay, you go first.
I think it's when I feel like I'm being authentic in my creative space.
Yeah, and what is that? What are you're boiling back down to art?
Yeah, I need to just drop everything and become an artist.
Because I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
when my hands are in clay, I feel like
Yeah.
in fact, I've even noticed my mood when I'm not, because I also run our household too. And if I spend
Mhm.
too much time doing that and I'm not in the studio,
Mhm.
ooh, sister, I get
Ooh.
kind of so
Your cup, you lose your vigor, right? Out of your cup, right?
yeah.
I
So
get that.
anyhow,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
thought this book was cool because it has all these kind of questions to make you really
Yeah.
think about who you are and also where
Uh-huh.
you came from. Like it really asks a
Yeah.
lot about you know, childhood. It talks about like sexuality. It talks about
Okay.
spirituality, all this stuff, but it's really simple. So anyhow, I picked
Mhm.
that up because I thought it would be interesting.
Are you gonna use it with Larry? Y'all gonna ask each other the
I think
questions?
so, but then I also think
That's
sometimes
nice.
even like within the past couple of years, I've reconnected with a group of, I would call them my sisters. Like we were really
Uh-huh.
tight from the time we were like in our late teens, and we
Mhm.
all sort of reconnected. And these are sister
Oh, that's so
goddesses, if you know what
nice.
I mean. And
That's
so
nice.
it'd be fun to kind of talk about this. Like, but we never need anything to talk about really because
I feel like we just talk a lot.
we just like we
Oh my
always,
goodness.
but they're like people, it's not like small talk. It's like people when you're sitting around in the circle, like you're really talking about things of depth and
Yeah.
importance, either inner self or external. So they don't, but anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool book. So
That'd be fun. You could take that over and guys have a couple of drinks and answer some
yeah,
questions about life and your
yeah,
inner workings.
yeah. But I thought this would be fun, like random, like with Larry, be like, Larry, when do you feel the most
Yeah.
connected? He'd be like, what? But he'll
Right,
answer
right.
it.
Like when I'm eating barbecue. No, I'm joking.
Well, actually, I could see him saying something like brisket when I'm smoking a brisket.
Man. Well, now I'm curious what his answer is. Is
Well,
he
he's
awake?
sleeping. He's over there
Oh, he's
snoozing.
sleeping.
Damn it.
Man.
He's
All
taking a
right,
nap
that's
and
too bad.
food. I know.
All right. Well, you just text me his answer later, I guess.
I'll ask him tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till he doesn't expect it, and I'll be like, Larry, and then he'll just
Hit
be
it.
like, "Oh, blah, 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 blah."
I love
Again with the
that.
blah,
That's
blah, blah.
good.
Yeah. And then what else?
I had a question that I wanted to ask from
Okay.
a listener question. So you ready for it, girl?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with it. Uh, if your life had a theme song that played every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why?
How could you pick just one song? It's like, haven't you ever thought about like what you're like, if you were when they do your movie, like your whole
Uh
like
huh.
musical thing. So there's no one
Yeah,
song. And not
I
only
thought
that, but
about it.
there's days like, do you wake up with a song on your head sometimes?
Yeah, yeah.
Or a beat in your
A lot of times, yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. I was telling Larry about that too. I'm like, he was like, I was kind of bipping, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm dancing to the beat in my head." And I'm like,
Yep,
"Don't you
yep.
have a beat in your head?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, I just thought everybody did." But so I'm sorry. The answer to that question is it really does depend. Um,
Okay, all right. Now,
Kind of like
yeah.
it's a mood thing. It just, you know,
Yeah, if you're in a good mood or if you're in a bad mood, because yeah, it
yeah.
could be like the Mike Myers, like, song coming in when you're pissed off, you know?
Which one? Like,
Like,
do
"Do
do
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 do.
do 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 do," you know? You come in or like
Okay.
big bongo drums when you're, like, feeling yourself and your booty's looking good, you know? I had a weird thing the other day. I thought about what the song I would play and I told Sheila this already. I was like, "Listen, if I die before you, I want you to play this song at my funeral." And I don't want a funeral. I don't want it in a church because I don't want that. That just sounds boring to me. I don't want that. But anyway, I said I want the song "Dreamer" by Ozzy Osbourne to be playing at my funeral. Damn right. If you haven't heard it, it's a good song.
I know I have because well, because he just died and stuff, so a lot of his music's been
Mhm.
playing, but I can't think of it offhand, but I know like I've been listening like just on, like memes and things, a lot of his music's been playing. So I do recently remember Dreamer coming.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's such a good one. Yeah.
Well, you remember my brother Ron, right?
And of course I do.
Well, when him and Grace got married, they walked down the aisle to AC/DC Thunderstruck.
Hell yeah, they did. That's amazing. I love that for them. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, I can just picture it right now. That sounds about right. That sounds on brand to me.
It was, yeah, it was fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, what else have I missed in the past like
30
20
years or some 20 years.
effing years I haven't seen you? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, no, I
What did you
think
think about New Mexico? That's a question. Did you like living in New Mexico?
I loved it so much.
Oh, okay. I can see you there for sure.
Yeah, like it was funny. My friend Moira and my friend Sandra and I, when we were like 19-ish, we
Uh-huh.
kind of borrowed Moira's dad's car. It was a Dodge Aries, like old school.
Yes.
And the three of us, we had no money. So we scraped together enough money for gas and stuff.
Uh-huh.
We took a tent. It was an old mildew moldy tent of my parents. We put that in the car, some clothes. We raided our parents' like pantry. So we had like peanut butter and pickles and like crackers and like sunflower seeds. I just remember
Yep.
it was rough. But anyhow, and we drove all around New Mexico. And I remember we went to Chaco Canyon. This is a whole nother story for a whole nother time, but because
All right.
the
Okay.
car broke down, all this stuff happened. But anyway,
No.
what I remember though is like I remember there was this book called Daughter of the Desert, and I was like, that's me. I'm a daughter of the desert. Like I felt my
You're the
soul
daughter.
like so connected to that desert, you know what I mean?
That's going to be
And
the name of this podcast, Daughter of the Desert.
like,
I just took a note and I just spelled it in dessert. Hold up.
that would be me too, because I do love the
Daughter of the Desert. You're the
but yeah,
daughter. Okay, you're
so
sorry. You're the I digress. I'm so sorry. You're the See, look, I'm interrupting you too.
no, that's
Daughter of the
okay. But
Desert.
so bottom line is I love talk about mysticism in place. Like
Man.
I felt inspired by the colors and by like of the earth and the sky and the by the Anna, like everything was just so magical there, and I loved New Mexico.
Yeah. Do you think y'all would move back there someday, or are you
No,
gonna be in
I know
Baltimore for a
Larry
while?
loved it too, and
Uh,
you never just know, you just don't. Anything could
yeah,
happen.
it might happen, it might not, and
Yeah,
that's okay. You might go somewhere even, even more mystical and magical. You don't even know it.
you don't. Yeah,
Yeah, you just don't. Well, let's see here. Oh, we're coming up. Oh, we just keep talking. Look at us. We could just talk forever here.
yeah.
Well, I want to, thank you so much, Bernadette, for coming on this podcast. I want you to be just a permanent fixture here. So you come on back, girl. You come
I'll
on
tell you
back.
what, Auntie B, thank you.
Come on back, girl. I'm really excited. The Daughter of the Desert. We have the Daughter of the Desert here, Bernadette Frerker. So if anybody wants to commission a piece of work, or they're interested in your work, what's the best way for them to get in contact
They
with you?
can go to the website if they want, the
Okay.
Bernadette Frerker Larimer, just to make it
Okay.
easy.
All right. All right. Okay. I'll link
Or
it. I'll link it for you.
they can email me if you can like put my email or something on something. But
All
yeah,
right. Yeah. Hopefully get some commissions out of this and
that would be
get
amazing.
inspired.
We got one of on Instagram. They can follow me. I'm Bedazzled.
Ooh, bedazzled.
So I didn't know my sister-in-law tricked me because I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know there was a thing. And I thought they were just saying like I was this dazzling auntie because my
Yeah.
nieces call me Auntie B. And so she's like, "You're bedazzled." And I was like, "Yes, I am."
I love it.
And
Yeah,
then
you just girl, you're bedazzled.
I was like, "Oh, damn." I mean, that's more like
Yeah,
that's bedazzled more like on bolt stuff than it is.
yeah, right.
But then
Gourmet
I put it
redneck,
on there and
darling.
now I'm stuck with it. And I'm like, "Oh, well."
Well, you are bedazzled. You have the spirit. Your spirit, is bedazzled, I
Bedazzling.
think. Yeah. Well, if you ever move it, make it be your Daughter of the Desert.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we will.
We're gonna have you back on this cast, and
Okay.
next time you just get liquored up. Bring like some
Okay.
wine or something, or a beer. I'll be having my coffee or my beer and
Yeah.
coffee. There we go. We'll have our taco, titties, and taro. Okay.
Yes. And look, because I bring my little cards with me every time I travel.
You do. Oh, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
That's perfect, girl. That is perfect. Well, hey, gal. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me.
This has been so much fun, and yeah, I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank
Thanks,
you. If
Aunt
you
Paul.
like this podcast, by the way, okay. Sorry. Let me close that real fast. If y'all like this podcast, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and give us a little like. That helps us. So yeah, thank you. Have a great night.
Hey y'all, bonjour. I'm just here drinking a cafe au lait. It's your girl Aunt Bolt here. Cafe, that's French for coffee, just like our show, Coffee and Pussy, which leads me to our sponsorship. So this podcast is brought to you by Newsboys Studio, your friendly marketing, branding, design, self-publishing, and production agency that specializes in all things strategy and creative. From marketing consulting, creative direction, self-publishing services that get that great idea, wouldn't that be a great idea for a book, published, they tell your story. Visit newsboystudio.com/coffee for more information, and tell them that Coffee and Pussy sent you for an additional 10% off any service. So thank you, Newsboys Studio, for sponsoring this podcast. Au revoir.